Welcome back to Living with Autism. I'm your host, David Matthew Collinson. I'm with Chana, and we're at Officeworks, Toowoomba, my favourite store in the whole wide world. Officeworks Toowoomba, the new rebuild version, is an Officeworks deadly store. Deadly as in Aboriginal aligned. Aboriginals use the word deadly to describe something that is cool. I found it a bit off-putting to start with, using a word like deadly, but I've grown accustomed to it and actually quite like it now. Look at this bunch of happy foreigners, blessed to live in Toowoomba, and China included, and me included. It is such a blessed city, full of charity, kindness, humility, Christianity, and conservatism. Toowoomba literally beats any place I've ever lived entirely, hands down, blows them off the map. Its readings along those 5 metrics are so off the scales here, it's not funny. Anyway, we'll be taking a nice scenic drive back to my new McMansion in Glenvale. It's a bit out of the way. Oh, you can hear Chana speaking in his native Sri Lankan. He says it's quite rhythmic, which it is. Shana's a GP in the making. He has his technical qualifications from Sri Lanka, but they're not valid here. So he's having to re-qualify himself before starting practice. And that's why I've got him as my manservant until February. And it is the 18th of December today. Now Chana is very brave. You know, he's going to be investing $150,000 of his own money into CalmStack AI, which is our New Zealand venture. CalmStack AI will be providing mental help via agentic voice AI assistance to its customers as opposed to clients. It will offer escalation triage through to real humans, but at a significant cost. Now, mental health help via real humans costs lots of money, and you have to suffer a delay of 6 months or more before you can get treated, other than at the emergency room at a hospital. Often people get turned away from hospitals because their situation is not crisis, emergency. This leaves people in a state of mental trauma, deteriorating. Chana tells me that mental health, as opposed to other chronic illness, can result in rapid deterioration, where someone's condition can go downhill very, very quickly over the course of a 6-month period of waiting. So basically, people who could have benefited from oral counselling, by the time they're seen by a professional 6 months later, almost inevitably need medication. That's not his exact words, but I'm sure I haven't conveyed the sentiment irresponsibly or incorrectly. That's correct, isn't it, Chana?
Yes, it is.
It is correct. So someone who didn't need medication at the start, 6 months after rapid deterioration, by the time they've seen a professional, may well need medicating.
That is a patient who has a mild illness. Without counseling, that patient after 6 months will be in deep trouble. Will need medication.
Now, this comes at a cost not only to the individual whose finances might slip apart or fall apart in the interim, but it also comes at a great cost to society, both in medical expenses billed to the public purse at emergency departments. We know in-hospital emergency departments are the most expensive place to treat people. Is that not correct?
I think so.
Not in outpatient services. Inpatient services are the most expensive. Yeah. So inpatient services are the most expensive way to treat a patient. So by the time the patient either waits it out and sees an outpatient provider, a private provider, or ends up in emergency being billed to the public purse, they are suffering higher costs than otherwise would have been the case had they been treated via mental help earlier. Now, what our CalmStack AI service is going to provide is agentic AI support. Firstly, mental health workers support. Secondly, mental health psychologist support. And thirdly, at the highest end of the triage stack, and this is why it's called CalmStack, AI agentic mental health psychiatrist help. This is obviously the first stack. The second stack is the human equivalent of the first AI stack. Two stacks, each having three stacks in there, each having three levels of their stack. It's a long ride home in Toowoomba terms, but a scenic ride all the same. Anyway, I haven't posted for a while because I went through a period of being down. I couldn't see the brightness just for the trees. And there were some trees, given that I'm living in the forest of Glenvale. There's a local Coles, as you can see. All the cars in the area are fairly nice. All the homes, it's a new development. All the homes are Legoland, built the same. All duplexes, all with people using their garages for extra rooms because they don't have enough room in their standard family home. With them being only 3-bedroom. Well, I only just caught the hat. Got my Nismo racing hat on today. And Shana's driving so fast, he nearly blew my hat off. Yes, so these 3-bedroom homes aren't quite large enough for families. And so they all use their garages and park their cars, use their garages for extra space and park their cars outside. I took a photo of one of the neighbours congregating around a car today. They were all dressed in black with long black dyed hair. And I said to the AI, profile this group of young adults, assess their demographic, both social and economic. Tell me what to expect with them as neighbours. And it said, these are young adolescent professionals. Adolescent professionals. That said they're financially fluid, liquid, but spend little on they cost save on fixed costs and spend a lot on discretionary spending. Or expend a lot on discretionary spending. They prioritize eating out, delivery meals and subscription services over investments. They don't think in long-term horizons. They think of now. They take their identity from their group, their shared group positioning, and not their own self-esteem. Are we coming up on the house? So we're technically going up the wrong driveway here. We should have gone around the space in the middle to the other entrance, but Shana likes to take shortcuts. Are you right with the bag, Shana?
Yep.
I'll continue filming then. This is Shana's nice fancy ute. Cane goes there. Artwork. Spacious garage to become office. Kitchen. Guest bedroom. Bit of a Neo Roosevelt here. Primary office. Mirrors are a bit fancy for an office, but so be it. Unicorn motivator, reminding us what our mission is. Maker of many unicorns. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Exit mirror. Outdoor workspace. To be lounge room area. And library where that bag is, with a reclining chair, a meeting table, and 2 meeting chairs opposite the meeting table. View of Toowoomba, not quite the city, but because it's where it's sunk into a valley. There's a school over that way. Bit of an ashtray. Somewhat messy master bedroom. Somewhat neater walk-in robe. Somewhat grubby toilet. Somewhat to be upgraded shower. And somewhat happy Neo Roosevelt group. INRI. Signing out, everybody.